Hey guys, I have a new movie review for you right now, and this is for the Safdie brothers' latest. It's Uncut Gems. The movie stars Adam Sandler as Howard Ratner. He's a New York City jeweler who takes on some big risks to make a whole lot of money. We're talking pricey personal arrangements, massive sports bets, and also trying to make the most of a very rare black opal. So just picture all of that risk after risk just stacked on top of each other into this teetering tower on the brink of collapsing and falling right on top of Howard. And that's the entirety of Uncut Gems. With this review, I kind of did want to save the best for last, but that right there is one of my absolute favorite qualities of Uncut Gems. It's the unease and the suspense. Howard's business practices had me on the edge of my seat from the very start of the film, but there's a point right around the middle of the movie where I just started audibly yelling no at the screen and burying my head in my hands, and the Safdie brothers don't let up when that starts. The tension just builds and builds and builds until this explosive third act. And the great thing about experiencing this in a packed theater was that so many people around me were having the exact same reaction, and also just looking to their left and their right to share in each other's shock. Uncut Gems is going to be on the list of the best communal viewing experiences I've had all year in 2019. Breaking that success down to some specifics now, though, let's start with Adam Sandler. He is excellent in this movie. There isn't a trace of him on screen. He is all Howard Ratner, and Howard is this somewhat disturbing combination of a guy who is very clearly making one terrible decision after the next, but also kind of someone who you can't help but to root for a little, or at least for him to find a loophole that'll kind of set him free. We've also got Julia Fox, who makes a really big impression as Julia, the woman Howard is having an affair with, and I believe this is her first feature, and the fact that she's able to draw your eye to her alongside a familiar heavyweight like Adam Sandler is really very impressive. Idina Menzel is just pitch perfect casting as Howard's wife in the movie, and it's also a performance that is just loaded with spot-on reaction shots and I guess kind of heartbreaking comedic timing. She's got this one scene in particular with Adam Sandler that is just, it's so appropriately tough to watch and will probably have you cringing for him. Uncut Gems also marks yet another great performance from LaKeith Stanfield as Dermani. He's a guy who brings Howard clients, and one of those clients is Kevin Garnett, who is really good in this movie. I saw this movie with a few friends, and one of them had said when we walked out that if they didn't already know who Garnett was going into the film, they might have just assumed he was just a really well-cast, talented actor. And I agree. He's got a handful of very challenging moments here, and he truly nails all of them. Technically, the Safdie brothers are on another level. Much of the intensity and the suspense of Uncut Gems comes from this handheld camera work that creates a ton of intimacy, at times just pure frenzy, and the sensation of being trapped in Howard's situation. And wow, just wow. I can't emphasize how good the score and the sound mix are in this movie. The score kind of reflects Howard's messy life where something could take off or crash and burn in an instant. It is loaded with these sound blasts of sorts, like an onslaught of dissonant sounds that really puts you on edge and also amplifies the intensity of the whole experience tenfold. I gotta go ahead and give Uncut Gems 4.5 Deweys out of 5 on the Dewey Decimovie scale. This felt like a one-of-a-kind experience thanks to the Safdie brothers' style, similar to Good Time. I walked out of this movie really confident that no one else out there could have made this movie the same way. And I really also just can't get over the conversation after the movie, which is something that really excites me as a person who has such great respect for the power of cinema. Getting to walk out of a theater, turn to someone else and say, Like, what? Did that just happen? That was wild. And that's what I got to take part in after seeing Uncut Gems. And I loved it. It was a special experience. So there you guys go. Those are my thoughts on Uncut Gems. Do join that conversation yourself when you see the film. Clearly, I can't recommend it enough. Big thanks to all of you for watching this review. Do not leave without liking and sharing it. And I'll see you soon with more movie reviews.